Hey, what's going on, guys? Anthbrix here. So today I have a new election video for you, and today I decided to mix it up a little bit because I've been doing a lot of Senate videos and Senate races recently, and I still have plans to get all those done, but I decided to take a little break from that for now and post a new video on something that I feel like we don't really talk about, or I don't really talk about too much, but it's something interesting to look at, is what does 2012 and 2016 electoral maps tell us about 2020? And there's a few states in particular I want to go over, and I'm pretty sure you can guess that most some of the Rust Belt. But I kind of want to just go over the map and show you some trends that maybe could play a factor in 2020 that decides who wins in 2016 or who wins in 2020 or not. So with that said, I want to start off first with the state of Wisconsin. So the state of Wisconsin, Barack Obama did beat Mitt Romney with 1.6 million votes to 1.4 million votes from Mitt Romney. Now, Mitt Romney was supposed to, well, maybe not win, but he was supposed to do a lot better in Wisconsin because he chose Paul Ryan as his running mate, and Mitt Romney knew he was having trouble in places like Pennsylvania and Ohio back in 2012. So he's hoping maybe he could win Wisconsin and then maybe win Colorado and make up for Ohio, or basically make up for Pennsylvania. Now, obviously, that didn't end up happening for Mitt Romney. He ended up losing here, but the reason I wanted to point out Wisconsin was look at the vote margins Romney got. Romney got 1.4 million votes. Go to 2016. Trump got 1.4 as well, but Trump got about 3,000 votes less. So why is this significant? Why am I bringing this up? Because President Trump, he won with 47.2% of the vote. So that's a plurality of the vote. A majority of the vote did not vote for President Trump in Wisconsin. Whereas back in 2012, a majority of the vote voted for President Obama. He won by 200,000 votes. Hillary only got 1.3. So where did the other 300,000 votes go? Well, there's a few possibilities. Gary Johnson and Jill Stein won a decent percentage of them, but they probably add up to about 150, 200,000, close. But it could be possible that a lot of people stayed home or maybe moved out of the state, but if President Trump, he needs to keep turnout down from Joe Biden, because if Joe Biden's turnout was any better than Hillary Clinton's, that could be a warning sign for President Trump. President Trump can win again with 1.4 million, but that's if there's enough of a third party influence that takes votes away from Joe Biden. If maybe a Justin Amash or maybe what, I can't think of his name. What's his face from Rhode Island? The former governor's running, Lincoln Chafee. If they take big percentage of votes away and take more from Joe Biden than President Trump, then maybe that might end up helping Trump in Wisconsin. But if Trump really needs to get lucky again to win Wisconsin, if these numbers are true. Now, Justin Amash, I know there's a lot of debate back and forth online on whether or not he takes more votes from Biden or Trump. And I think he probably splits down the middle, to be honest. There are some Republicans who aren't happy with Trump, but there's a lot more Democrats dissatisfied with Biden than Republicans are with Trump. And there really isn't much disputing that either. But Wisconsin's interesting to look at because it really can go, depending on how the Democrats turn out, that's just going to make or break the state. We know how many votes President Trump's going to get. Now, the state of Michigan. Michigan's interesting because Michigan is the state that a lot of people are saying is most likely to flip back to the Democrats in 2020. And the reason for that is President Trump got 47.3% of the vote. He barely won. He got 2.279. Hillary got 2.268. Now we go back to 2012. Romney got 2.1. Obama got 2.5. So Trump overperformed Romney. Trump got a lot of Obama voters that went to Trump's side. But Obama got 2.5. Hillary only got 2.2. So that's 300,000 votes. Now, we know 100,000 of the votes did go to Trump that were previously from Obama. So the votes there go to Trump. But then there's 172,000 for Johnson, and then probably about 50 or so thousand from Jill Stein again. So that's about 200,000. That's still about 100,000 votes, give or take, that are left over. So where did those numbers come from? Well, Michigan. In Michigan, Detroit. Wayne County, which has Detroit, Hillary had 519,000 votes in Detroit. Obama, in about a lower turnout election, got 595,000. So turnout in the state of Michigan as a whole went up for President Trump, but went down for the Democrats and for the big population centers like Detroit, Ann Arbor, and Flint. So if President Trump again can keep turnout low, or maybe people are just dissatisfied with Joe Biden, who knows what this whole Tara Reid thing ends up being, considering we're just hearing about it now. Who knows if this last election day. If President Trump can keep turnout of Joe Biden down, he can win in Michigan, but I think it'd be another case of not President Trump winning Michigan, but the Democrats losing Michigan. The state of Pennsylvania. Now, the state of Pennsylvania is a state that I know the early polls right now say that Joe Biden looks like he's winning in the polls. I still think on the end of the day, Pennsylvania has a better chance of going to Trump very narrowly, without a doubt, like probably closer than 48.2 and 47.5. I think President Trump can still win Pennsylvania, and here's why. President Trump got 2.97 million votes, right? 2,970,000. How many votes did Barack Obama get in 2012? Barack Obama got 2,907,000. Not only did Trump win here and got more votes than Romney, he got more votes than Obama did. A lot of Obama voters voted for Trump over Hillary. And a lot of that had to do with taking away things like the coal industry and the mining industry and stuff like that. Before this whole coronavirus situation, everything was going pretty good for Pennsylvania and the economy. So I think President Trump, if the economy can get going again, I think President Trump can really win in Pennsylvania again. Now, we see the difference between 2012 is you see a lot more closer margins in the rural areas and a lot more suburban wins. President Trump, however, there's much more solidified base in the rural areas, and like the suburban areas are relatively close actually. President Trump did pretty close in a lot of these suburban areas. So if President Trump can keep those margins close, he can win Pennsylvania again. Ohio is interesting because I don't think Ohio is flipping back in 2020. Whether Trump wins or loses, I think Trump's winning Ohio. He won Ohio by about 8 points, 2.8 million votes. Obama won Ohio in 2012. Obama won with 2.697. So Trump is outperforming Obama by over 100,000 votes. Look at the top northeast of Ohio. Lots of blue, lots of suburban blue. Lots of red comes in, lots of red around Toledo, around Cleveland, a lot of the suburbs. Lorain County almost flipped to President Trump. There's a lot of good signs for President Trump in Ohio, and really it looks like it's going to continue. If Trump does lose in Ohio, though, I don't think he will, but if he does, it's going to come from Cleveland and it's going to come from Cincinnati, overpowering the vote totals throughout the rest of the state, and I don't really see that happening. Iowa, there really isn't too much to say. Iowa's kind of a weird state in how it votes. Like, going back to 2012, Obama got 52.1%, 816,000 votes, lots of blue throughout the eastern side. President Trump got 51%, 800,000 votes. I mean, relatively similar in terms of how they won, but Iowa, I think, is going to President Trump again. Again, regardless of if Trump wins or loses, I think Trump's going to win Iowa. The state of Florida is always important to keep an eye on because Florida, 29 electoral votes, pivotal to winning. President Trump's approval ratings are pretty good here. Ron DeSantis is very popular, approved of governor. That'll probably help Trump out. Trump overperformed Romney in 2012 by a decent amount. Romney got 4.1 million. Trump got about 4.6, so 500,000 votes more. So Trump overperformed Romney, and Hillary actually overperformed Obama, which is interesting. I didn't really know that actually. So, if President Trump wins Florida again, where to keep an eye on. Monroe County is a swing county. It's not too big by Florida standards, but interesting to keep an eye on. Pinellas County, which has St. Petersburg, that's a good county to keep an eye on. This county, Hillsborough County, that has Tampa in it. It's a Democratic lean county, but if it's close, if it's within 2 or 3 points, you can definitely see more Republican turnout throughout the state. President Trump, if he can win Jacksonville again, that would be very big. I still don't know how he won that last time, but if he can do that again, that would be key to his reelection. And maybe Miami-Dade County, maybe President Trump can improve his margins to Miami-Dade. It did vote for Obama about 61-38. Then I voted for Hillary about 63-34. So Margin's a little bigger for Hillary, but if President Trump can make improvements, especially after Ron DeSantis' popularity, I mean, maybe he can make some improvements there. Last day on this video I want to look at, because I could really spend the whole time looking at this map. Actually, I might do North Carolina too, but Arizona I want to keep an eye on because President Trump did win Arizona, and everyone says that Trump is not as popular in Arizona that say Mitt Romney was. Romney did win by a bigger percentage. However, he didn't get more vote. President Trump did get more votes than Mitt Romney. However, the problem is he didn't win a majority of the vote. President Trump, Mitt Romney did. President Trump's biggest concern is going to be Maricopa County. He won it last time by about 45,000 votes. Is it going to happen again? We saw Kirsten Sinema win it in the midterm against Martha McSally. If Mark Kelly wins the Senate race against McSally again, which it's looking like more and more likely he probably will, he'll probably win Maricopa County. President Trump won it by 3 points. Mitt Romney won it by about 12. So that shows like the disparity that President Trump needs to do better in Maricopa County if he does want to win again in Arizona. The state of North Carolina. North Carolina is interesting because President Trump and Mitt Romney both won North Carolina. Mitt Romney actually flipped it. Obama won in 2008. Romney got 2.275. Trump got about 2.362. So Trump did improve on his margins. And President Trump, he won throughout rural North Carolina, while Hillary ran up votes in Charlotte and Fayetteville. I don't know why I can't talk today. Greensboro, Raleigh. She ran out the numbers in the big cities. Trump won throughout the rural state. We see this pretty much across the board in a lot of these swing states. But President Trump's going to win again. He needs to win throughout the rural counties and suburban voters again. North Carolina. That's what he's going to have to do. All right, I think I've said final state about 5 times now, but I'm going to do Nevada and Colorado. Maybe New Mexico, then I'm done. Solid maybe. Nevada is interesting because President Trump did overperform Mitt Romney, I believe, in the state of Nevada. 462,000. Trump got 512,000. Trump needs to do what he did, running up the margins in the suburban, rural areas in Nevada. If he can, he needs to win Reno to make it really competitive. If he wins Reno, he's a good shot at winning. Look at the margins in Vegas, though. Clark County, 52-41, 402,000 votes for Hillary. Go back to 2012, 387,000 for Barack Obama, 288,000 for Mitt Romney. So President Trump did do better than Mitt Romney in Clark County in Las Vegas. President Trump needs to get like 46-47% in Clark County to win Nevada. I don't know if he's capable of doing that, but if he does, he has a good chance of winning Nevada. President Trump and Mitt Romney spent a lot of time in Colorado. Colorado was a real big battleground state. And the reason it was close last time around was these 3 Denver suburbs on top of the rural vote out here. Usually for a typical Republican to win, Romney would have had to win Jefferson County and make these 2 counties, Adams County and Arapahoe County. He needs to make those close if a Republican wants to win. President Trump did lose. He lost Adams County by a closer margin than Romney did. However, Arapahoe County was a big margin for Hillary, and Jefferson County was too big of a margin for Trump. Trump lost this state by about 5 points. Trump, honestly, if he put a lot of money and effort into Colorado, he could probably make Colorado close. I don't know if he could win it, but he could probably make it a lot closer than this. Whether or not he does that, though, remains to be seen. I would bet on him not doing that personally. New Mexico, final state. I think New Mexico was really close last time. Well, not close, but closer than usual because of Gary Johnson being on the ticket. Hillary got 48.3. Trump got 40. Back in 2012, Romney got 43. Obama got 53. Wasn't really a prominent third-party candidate, even though both Gary Johnson and Jill Stein ran. I think Trump, he can make improvements in New Mexico with Gary Johnson not running, but I don't think he's going to be a big enough improvement to win. So I think I'm going to call the video there for now. I just want to go over a few states I think could be interesting going into 2020. I can't stress this enough. Turnout, if everything goes well for the Democrats, turnout should be up over 2016. But Joe Biden is not Obama. He's not going to get Obama level turnout. He's just not. Obama is a much better charismatic candidate and vote turnout machine than Joe Biden ever will be. Joe Biden is not exciting. I know a lot of Democrats say that, well, Biden will get the same margins as Obama. It won't even be close to what Obama got. However, it may be enough to pull an upset surprise win. We have to wait and see and find out on Election Day. So that is my video going over a few of the states from 2012 and 2016. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Tap the notification bell so you always get notified whenever I post a new one. And I'll be doing some more Senate videos coming up in the next few days. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.